It is a fantastic day for the last home game of the season. The regular season has come to a close. After today, we'll find out the playoff seedings. But we are at St. Paul's for the BL St. Paul's 100th meeting. Booker Corrigan alongside Bob Schreiber. Bob, you know a lot about this rivalry. What's it mean to these players?
Well, I'd start with it's their last game. You know, their last regular season game. It is that every year. So they get legitimately fired up. It's a natural rival with St. Paul's. They'll always remember their last high school game, especially these seniors today. St. Paul's just introduced about 20 of them. BL has about 15.
And so you played in this as a senior. How'd you do your senior year?
We got crushed pretty good. Dave Dempsey from St. Paul scored 9 goals. The only saving grace is the year before we did win.
But a lesser team he would have scored 10 on.
He might have.
BL is the visitor. Is home field come into play, or is it just such a thick rivalry it's mute?
I don't think it's certainly beneficial to St. Paul's. You know, they walk down the hill. This is familiar to them. They're wearing white on a pretty warm day. That helps a little bit. But I think these kids played on this field a bunch, whether middle school, JV, club ball. So that's not a huge advantage.
For Boys Latin today, who are the stars we want to keep an eye on?
I think we'll start with number 40, sophomore defenseman Reagan McNamara. Reagan, this is his second year starting. This is about his 40th game as a starter. He's a terrific player, keeps it all together at the defensive end. And if you watch him play, he won't woo you with remarkable skills, but he very rarely makes mistakes. In the middle of the field, number 15, Greg I. He's having a wonderful senior year. He's really been terrific in the last month or so. Terribly fast. This is his 4th varsity campaign for Boys Latin. He's got great speed. And on attack, junior number 36, Matt Brando. He's the offensive quarterback. He keeps the offense all together, much like Reagan McNamara keeps the defense all together. And he's also had a terrific year. This is his 3rd year on the varsity.
And this is Coach Bricado, the head coach at St. Paul's, his last regular season home game. There's a chance they'll host a playoff game next week. For the St. Paul's Crusaders, who you like today?
Well, we always seem to start with number 14, Alex Rode, senior goaltender for St. Paul's, considered by many the best high school goalie in the country. He's an Under Armour All-American, headed to UVA. He's capable of getting hot, and goals will be hard to come by. In the middle of the field, number 10, junior Logan Limnock. How did I forget that? I apologize to Logan. But anyhow, Logan is a really good player. Fast as grease lightning. He finds a way to get open pretty easily whenever he's attacking the goal. And on midfield, defensive midfield, number 7, Bobby Barrow is his huge presence in the middle of the field. I watched Towson play the other day. They got a monster defensive midi, Jack Adams. Barrow honestly reminds me a little bit of Jack Adams. He can handle any matchup that he's given.
It's an unbelievable day for Lacrosse. This is the 100th meeting of these two teams. And we also have some throwback unis coming, some uniforms from your era.
Yeah, Boys Latin's wearing uniforms similar to the 1997 team, which was undefeated. And in any conversation about great high school teams, they're always in the conversation. So it means a lot to these kids. They were given the uniforms today. They're pretty excited to wear them.
You gotta love it. We'll be back with the opening face-off. I hope you loved that opening video from today. That is absolutely fantastic. That shows you the intensity that we're going to have here today at 2 Live Field.
At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com.
And here's a shot of the Boys Latin student section poised. Bob, they showed up with 4 minutes left in warm-ups. They timed it pretty well.
And they walked right behind the St. Paul's kid, and you'll see here in the background, that St. Paul's has done a really good job separating the two student bodies.
Yeah, they did it, yeah.
The BL guys on the right and the St. Paul's guys on the left as the camera looks at them.
We get a great shot of Coach Rick Bricado retiring after this season. One of the great people in the sport of lacrosse. Great to see him. Absolutely fantastic. And, of course, Brian Farrell, relatively, considering the man he took over for, Brian Farrell's relatively new to the St. Paul's BL rivalry.
But he's a colossal presence on the sideline, I can tell you that much. He stands out. right away, one of the big battles in this game will
Yes.
be at the Faceoff X. Brendan Sherney from St. Paul's and Jake Glatz from Boys Latin are two of the best in the MIAA. They've been battling now for 3 years. This will be a huge part of the game.
Back from injury, attackman Matthew Mayer starting on attack for St. Paul's along with Logan Posner and Keegan Pearl. Be interesting. Shern pushes it forward, and we are underway for the 100th time. St. Paul's against Boys Latin. St. Paul's Crusaders in their home whites. The Boys Latin Lakers wearing their throwback 1997 replica jerseys in their road maroons. Booker Corrigan and Bob Shriver honored to be a part of it. St. Paul's first possession of the game, first quarter, brought to you by Kelly & Associates. Go to kellyway.com to learn more.
St. Paul's first midfield, twins, Riley and Carson Gager around Logan Zimnock. We mentioned him in the opener. Very fast. He's getting the pole.
Gager cuts inside shot just over. The Gagers and Zimnock can create their own offense, and that's something that's special in this league. This is Keegan Pearl driving lefty. Pearl rolls back, outside roll to the right. Now it's Mayer. Zimnock saves the possession. Little skip pass shot. What a save by Brando, climbing the ladder. And he gets it quickly to McKenny Box. And Box open again. Successful clear, successful defensive stand.
Kenny Box has had mono for the last month. This is the first run he's had in over a month. He was right out on the field to begin with for Boys Latin.
He's got to be pretty pumped about that. Here's Matthew Brandau behind. Ubriaco, shot! Road gets a piece, and it pops out. It's going to be off St. Paul's, still BL ball.
Nice save by Road there. Ubriaco got a good shot with his pole, shot it low and away. Of course, Road's a lefty, so all he did was put his stick down a little lower, got a piece of it. Good save.
Cody Russell settles. And now it's Basil Aburn back to Greg I. Russell rolls back. Thinks about it. Double clutches. Now it's Brandau. Ball in and out of the stick of freshman Brendan Grimes. And the Crusaders come up with it. Great look at defenseman number 13, Andrew Caples. Tremendous contributor to this Crusader defense. Carson Gager with the clear. And now it's Riley Gager. Substitutes coming in and out.
St. Paul's going to bring their second group in. Number 11, Chris Cabral. They're running number 8, Troy Bartholomew, and number 15, Kyle DePietro, senior. Second group, 22 for St. Paul's. Logan Posner is an exceptional player from the inside.
Yep.
He just finds a way to get open pretty regularly.
Sweep across the top that time by Chris Cabral. Bound for UVA, if I'm not mistaken, Cabral. Feed down to Mayer. Shot. What a save again, Brandau.
He's in the crease. I don't know why.
Posner. Shot. Logan Posner.
He's in the crease. They did not call that for some reason. I don't know. Anytime somebody touches the crease, you're supposed to stop the play. Nice save initially. Posner, we talked about him on the inside.
Yep.
He bangs this rebound right past Brandau. But watch Mayer here on this initial drive. His body is halfway on the crease. I'm not sure why they didn't blow the whistle. Posner makes a great play, gets the rebound, and scored.
And Logan Posner's going to finish that more often than not. But yes, the crease. Interesting non-call there. Ubriaco with a chance at it. And now it's going to be off BL, St. Paul's ball. No big deal. I mean, each team's going to get 50 possessions. That's your average lacrosse game. So you can't let one throw you down.
St. Paul's running a third midfield into the game now. Trying to get everybody engaged in the game. Great idea in a big emotional contest. Get everybody's comfort.
And here's up top, number 44, Riley Bakewell. Pass a Rye. Coach Mercado doing a nice job getting seniors into the game. This is senior day still. And Greg I is going to skate that one out. And now it's with Brando behind. Brando is that quarterback. You talked about him in the open. Is that something you can teach, or is that just in his DNA?
A little bit in his DNA, but he's worked incredibly hard. Spends a lot of time in the weight room. Very smart. Just a solid lacrosse player. He'd make any team a little better, quite honestly.
Ball in and out of the stick. Aburn, and Caples comes up with it, and Caples is going to take it over.
Well, so far, BL's had the ball twice. They've turned it over twice. Grimes a little earlier, and there, Basil Aburn just let the ball fall right out of his stick. Maybe a little nerves.
Posner possesses now for the Crusaders.
Coming back with their first group. This is a good matchup here. This is a freshman against the senior. Blake Gable for Boys Latin against Keegan Pearl. He's a big, strong kid. He just wants to bear in on Gable. Gable played a McDonough guy, Gilman guy the other day. He's about 6'3", and held his own.
Zimnock rolls back to his right, pulls a crazy Ivan, top of the box. Now he's got room shot. Brando doing everything he can to keep that one.
Zimnock's really fast. He gets to spots pretty easily just by using speed.
This is Riley Gager, number 3. Little room opens for him. It's quickly closed. Defensive midi, Jason Chappelle. Now it's Mayer. Keegan Pearl goes left, right, comes out right, shot, goal. Paris Hilton for Keegan Pearl. 2-0 Crusaders early.
They swing the ball behind, nice play. Gable gets his feet tangled up on the back of the goal. Pearl's coming around, he's really got nobody on him. Pretty simple play, really.
Yeah, it's the dodge behind that really set up. Now Jake Glatz into face-off against Brendan Shern. And Shern tries to push it forward. Now we get a little bit of a mess. Shern's going to have a chance to come back up with it. Doesn't. Ubriaco. And we never had possession called. That's going to be procedure against BL.
So far, Boys Latin has made nothing but mistakes, quite honestly.
That's a rivalry day.
Well, St. Paul's is pretty comfortable so far. This is a great start for St. Paul's. They can relax. They got a nice 2-goal lead here early. Boys Latin hadn't won a face-off yet. They've been missing ground balls, dropping the ball out of their sticks. This game, BL better get back into this game quickly.
And not so much scoring goals, but just completing passes, making plays, settling down.
Sure, very much so.
First quarter brought to you by Kelly & Associates. Your benefits solutions company. Go to kellyway.com and take advantage of all they have to offer, including the tremendous support of these fine athletes and coaches. Bartholomew pushes it behind. This is Pearl. Pearl left-handed. Inside feed, shot, goal. Making it look easy like an absolute savage. Chris Cabral.
It's okay to slide if you're Boys Latin, but you don't want to slide with 2 guys. 3 guys are on the ball here. 34's not paying any attention. 18 slid. Nobody came into the crease to help out. They're a little late getting there.
And we're going to step away. 3-0 St. Paul.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com.
Here's this goal. Pearl comes to his eyes. It's really not a good idea to slide to somebody's eyes. You're basically just giving him a free target unless somebody's behind you, telling you can go to that target. Then the inside guy's covered up. Look, he's coming right to his eyes. Nobody slides to Cabral. Nobody's there to help out. Pretty easy goal. Really good play by Cabral. And was that Posner or Pearl?
Pearl.
No, Cabral scored.
Cabral
Pearl threw it to him.
So far, it has been a one-sided affair and not the team that we thought was going to be the dominant force today.
Boys Latin's trying already to change the face-off stripe. They're putting in freshman Peyton Giberson, who's really done very well. He's really a good player. This is a tall order for him.
Greg I has a shot at it. Now comes up with a great one-handed scoop. Shot, goal! Oh! Mr. Knick-Knack Paddywhack still driving Cadillacs. Homies put the baggies back. Still action-packed. And on my waist is more heat than a Shaq attack.
Giverson does a nice job keeping this ball, a 50-50 ball. I was talked about his speed earlier in the game. He's running downhill.
Yep.
St. Paul's elects not to slide to him. He throws the ball hard right over Rhodes' helmet, it looks like. Yeah, it went pretty much right over his helmet. That's a big play for Boys Latin. Maybe that'll help settle him down a little bit.
St. Paul's another face-off win. So far, the only time BL's won a face-off, they scored 3 seconds later. Bobby Barrel pushes it. And now it's with Aiden Carey.
3 midfield. St. Paul's running pretty consistently here.
It's a hot day, right? It gets down to winning time. I'm sure they'll shorten the bench a bit, but right now they're going with everybody.
There's no question their middies will be well rested, and Sharon's doing a terrific job at the face-off X so far.
Cole Amon. Little skip pass. How do you like me now? Great save by Brando.
Boys Latin, I think, was in a little bit of a zone there.
And now they get it back to Brando to help with the clear. They have Basil Aburn here open near the box, and now Brando sees him and gets it to him.
One thing BL can do, they can get out very fast. St. Paul's is very intent on getting their offensive middies off the field. So opposite the box is open very early in a clearing situation, and it was there. They didn't get the ball up opposite the box, but that'll be something we can look at all game, that BL should be intent. If they get the ball back in a clearing situation, throwing it high opposite the box.
Kobe Russell driving right down Falls Road. Little slip dodge there.
Kobe's a shake and bake kid. He could go either way with it. He shakes and bakes, he gets inside. And here's St. Paul's is guilty of not sliding to Kobe. And he's in here at about 5 yards and throws the ball right through the 5-hole. Boys Latin's 2 best offensive middies.
Right.
And Russell just showed up with 2 big plays.
And from where I stand, Bob, that's a nifty little dodge onto the inside and a finish.
I concur, and we never got. Oh, that's a push with possession, no call.
There it is.
Called it.
Oh, Michael Ubriaco just laid some lumber. And now he gets back to Brando. Flag down, so it's technically a free possession.
Correct.
For the Lake Show. 2:19 left. First quarter always brought to you by Kelly and Associates, and we're going to our first Royal Farms man up.
Boys Latin is intent on going hard to the goal in these unsettled situations.
Oh, what a play by Greg Ives. Get up, stand up, come and put your hands up. And that's going to wave off the flag because they'll take the goal.
Yes, they will. There's I coming down with just a speed play here. Look, speed.
Pulls it back to his right hand, beats Rode high. Rode figured he'd go low because he's a disciplined shooter. So, Bob, you coached for a long time. Was it the timeout that Brian Farrell called at 3-0? Because obviously the game has changed.
You need to settle his team down.
Okay.
Ask some of his guys to start making some plays that he knows they're capable of making, and he got what he asked for.
And the Lakers are going to stay with Peyton Giberson. But the outcome's still the same. St. Paul's face-off win.
Boys Latin just got away with one. If the camera was on 42, an attack and just stepped on the midline, he was offsides. Everybody's paying attention down at the other end. They don't think anybody's going to do that. 42 not paying attention. Grimes, BL got lucky there. They're under them if they want.
A little opportunity here for Gager. Now it's Zimnock.
BL wants the pull on Zimnock, and they weren't able to do it because of that substitution play.
Zimnock up top. Pearl looking to feed from up top now. Pearl likes to drive that right hand, rolls back lefty, shot off the iron. He gets his recommended daily allowance. And now it's back with Riley Gager.
Boys Latin's having matchup issues here. They got Pearl behind the goal with a shorty. Boys Latin's, when they slide, they get a little bit out of position. And you sometimes get these matchups.
Posner across the top. Oh, Zimnock, great face dodge. You want to learn how to do a face dodge, that's how. Chris Brando,
40
great
seconds.
shot at him.
40 seconds left. I'm sure St. Paul's would be intent on keeping this to the end of the quarter, taking the last shot.
As the clock trickles down to the 30-second mark here, first quarter. And don't go anywhere. We got a great special for you between quarters here today. Mayer. Feed to Zimnock. Oh, over the head, attempt shot, goal, Zimnock. Can you hear me knocking?
Zimnock feels his over the head check by Ubriaco. In tight there, kind of a bad play by Ubriaco, but a better play by Zimnock. He feels it. Watch him tuck this underneath. Has his hands free, fall into the ground, and makes a beautiful shot.
It's funny, we're going to talk about college lacrosse at the end of the quarter, but when I see that play by Ubriaco, I think Jerry Byrne, Dave Petramalo. They made a living on those checks.
Yeah, well, they were also 6'4".
Yeah.
And when you're coming over somebody's head, when you're 6'4", your chances of getting it are a little bit better. Cherney doesn't care about this. He's just tying him up. He's not giving up a fast break or anything. It's a great play by him.
And there it is. 4-3 your score, end of the first. Great special coming up with some NCAA Division I tournament bracket action. There you see Maryland's going to play Albany. Maryland, they're putting on a show again.
Maryland played Albany early in this year on a Wednesday and beat them by a goal.
And Albany had to hold off a great Carolina comeback. There's some stats. Connor Field's one of the headliners.
Denver, Notre Dame, these guys have been going at it, it seems like, for about the last 10 years, and they've all been terrific games. This year, Denver won on the buzzer as Connor Cannizzaro wrapped around behind his back, literally at the buzzer to win. That'll be a wonderful matchup.
Notre Dame, former St. Paul's great Mikey Wynn.
Over on this other bracket, Ohio State and Duke. Ohio State sort of controlled. They got big size. They got a couple big bruisers, but Duke can meet all of that and more. The face-off X in that game is going to be tremendous. Towson, Syracuse, Towson plays as good a system as any team you'll ever watch. They absolutely know who they are. That's going to be a tough out for either team, I think.
Your boy Michael Lynch had a big fourth quarter.
Michael Lynch scored it was tied 7-7. Michael Lynch scored the 8th goal and the 9th goal to put Towson up to a lead that they never gave back.
And now we have Syracuse. That's who Towson will face. It's going to be action. And John Desco, just a couple hundred wins short of you. It is going to be a great weekend coming up, but pay no mind to that right now because we have St. Paul's BL on a Chamber of Commerce blue sky day here in Brooklynville.
This is a spacious place, St. Paul's. People are all over this field. I think if you put them down all together, we probably have 2,000, 1,500 people here.
Yeah, they're too deep on the far fence. Another face-off win for the Crusaders as Bob Barrow brings it down to the offensive end. A little sky whammy for Posner, and now it's back up top. Here's Kyle DePietro.
Well, the difference in this game, it's not even close, has been Brendan Shern so far. He's lost one face-off. We've had 9, so he's 8-1 on the face-offs.
Barthelme and DePietro. DePietro guarded by the long stick, Michael Ubriaco. You guys are going to be at Hopkins together, but not for a while. St. Paul's in a 1-4-1 right now.
Barthelme, big kid. There's Posner on the inside. We talked about it earlier. Don't pay attention to him. He's coming open sometime in the game. We've seen St. Paul's play about 4 times. We've seen this act here probably about 6 times. Really nice cut, kind of a double screen. He came from the far wing. McNamara is covering him, got caught in the wash a little bit. Chasing from behind, not a good place to be.
And his shot placement of the St. Paul's games we've done, even last year and this year, he's an effective finisher.
He is, and he's also, let's not forget that he is, he's also finishing from in close a lot.
Yep.
You know, and he's obviously adept at it. Boys Latin finally got a draw and then couldn't pick up the ball.
Now it's behind Keegan Pearl to Posner, up top to Gager. Zimnock over to Riley Gager. Crusaders now up 5-3.
And time of possession, we've played 14 minutes. I think time of possession would probably be about 12 minutes to 2.
That's going to wear on that BL defense.
No question.
Like today. Evidently not right now, though.
That was good play by Brendan Krause there. Geiger just got caught trying to do a little bit too much.
Oh, Brando wanted that one. That ball had a vapor trail behind it.
First time, I think, Luke Schilling behind the goal, seniors touched the ball. It's his first touch in this game, and we're 15 minutes in. BL second midfield, junior Jamie Rice, junior Tucker Booth, and senior Rowan Bartell. Number 17, Rice and Booth are very effective players inside.
Brando being guarded by Hatney. Hatney, just a fantastic defender. One of those guys who can position you. What a save by Rode. Backed up by Schilling. Freshman Brendan Grimes letting that one go. Ham Whiteford now defending the ball. Ball goes on the turf. Caples comes up with it briefly, and now it's a crease violation. Where was that call?
They blew that one. The rule is very succinct that when somebody's in the crease, no matter what's going on, no matter how he got there, you have to blow the whistle. The referee correctly blew the whistle, called boys out for in the crease.
But he missed it in the first half.
He missed that on St. Paul's first goal.
Second quarter brought to you by FCA Lacrosse. Go to FCALax.com and learn how they're building
three-dimensional coaches, athletes,
There's
clinics,
that,
camps, and huddles.
excuse me, but there's that place across on the other side of the substitution box that's frequently, more often than not, open, as St. Paul's really works hard to get their offensive middies out of the game, get this defensive group into the game.
Luke T.M. Schilling pushes it around. Now it's going to be up top. 25, Tucker Booth with Jamie Rice now in the corner. Rice, a little bit of room. Position defense by Chad Vasqueza. Brando tries the left side, rolls back righty. Happney all over him. Now it's Ham White for guard the ball. Schilling.
It's a little down screen. DL with this midfield in, pick a lot on the wings. 17 went down there to pick for Schilling. See if 23 doesn't come down here and pick here for Grimes.
Grimes going against Caples. The freshman, Brendan Grimes, gets the pick, has some room. Caples trails, looks for the check. And a great play by Alex Rowe to come away and grab it.
Freshman trying to do a little bit too much there. BL's got 3 offensive middies on the field. Not a situation that they want to do.
Right. St. Paul settles things just briefly. DePietro, the senior, honored here on Senior Day. St. Paul's with approximately 20 seniors.
St. Paul's has got their offensive middies on the field. BL got all their offensive middies off the field. Good substitution by both teams.
Here's Kyle DePietro going on Ubriaco. Gets a step. What a trail check by Ubriaco, though. Almost like he knew what he was up to when he got stepped by. And an effective defensive play there by my man Nick Happney. His younger brother Frankie Happney out with a broken foot for much of the season. He just got cleared to play, but we doubt we'll see him today. It's just too much at stake.
With possessions in this game being such a crucial factor so far, St. Paul's absolutely dominating those. When BL gets the ball, they got to make sure they keep it and at least get a reasonable opportunity to run some offense.
Pass inside, goes right. Oh, what a save. Kick saved by Brando. Then he comes across the top. No soup for you.
They were 2 special saves. Brando just made huge plays. 2 tremendous saves. Good offense by SP.
Here's Ubriaco. Long stick on him. And we get a timeout by Coach Brian Farrell. Boys Latin wants to take some time. And let's stay here, Bob, and talk a little bit about some of the action we have coming up next weekend. We're doing a pay-per-view semifinals May 22nd at 5 p.m. at 7:30. And then, obviously, the championships will happen. The A Conference Championship at 7:30. Again, we'll be covering all of those. It's going to be a little, $5 to watch one, $10 to watch all 3. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great way. There's $15 for all 3 and $10 for a single game. So it's literally, you've spent more on coffee.
This morning.
Yeah, no big deal. But not at ROFA.
Traditionally, the MIAA semis and finals have been wonderful games with huge crowds. Semis, sometimes the respective schools kind of come in, they watch their team, and then they leave, and then another group comes in. But if you added it all up, usually 4,000 or 5,000 show up for the semis. And then the finals pretty regularly have had over 5,000. I think we've ballooned up to 6 or 7 a couple times. And at the Mecca of Lacrosse, it's a cool venue, Johns Hopkins. The fans are right on top of you. And these kids at St. Paul's and BL would give anything to get there.
The semifinals for a long, long time, Bob. We used to refer to that outside of your circle as the BL Invitational.
Well, I would proudly say we've been very fortunate to have been in the playoffs an awful long time over the years, and there's nothing like it. There really sincerely isn't.
I've been there too. It's great. The semifinals are a special night. College coaches come from far and wide to watch. Kobe Russell now.
Here's BL trying a little down pick for I.
Greg I and Basil Aburn. Basil, the son of the great Barney Aburn, goaltender of the 1986 UNC National Championship squad. Russell rolls back. Schilling wants some. Here's Brando. His twin brother, Chris, is the starting goalie. He gets it over. Aburn, how you doing today? He's going to log on to www.IJustStinkCornersInRivalryGames.com.
Brando trying to muscle number 9, Nick Hapney, and I wouldn't say he was successful, but he was able to hold on to the ball. St. Paul slid. Brando from his rear end makes a nice feed to Aburn, who sticks it right here from low to high. He's climbing the elevator there. He's going from the bottom floor to the top floor very successfully.
Brando with the slide dodge. I think Eddie Murphy in one of his movies had the court of blood technique back in Trading Places.
Look at this, another one that BL won and just couldn't hang on to the ball. That time, Giverson did a nice job. Great pursuit by the St. Paul's Faceoff group. Now Coach Mercado calls a timeout.
And a great play there by Jackson Woodward to help gain possession. 5-4 your score here in the biggest rivalry in high school lacrosse.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and coaches. The Summer Rumble is headed back to Richmond June 10th and 11th and will feature top-quality competition from the USA and Canada on River City Sportsplex 12 turf fields. Your high school and youth level teams will thrive in this year's championship tournament in front of college coaches from Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Start your summer at the best run event with coolers on every bench, shade tent for every team, and an event that is fueled by Gatorade. Go to CSELax.com for details and register now.
And here's your semifinals and championship. Buy your tickets at www.IStingCorner. Oh, I'm sorry. It's MIAALacrosse.com. Bob, you like IStingCorners.com.
I appreciate Sting Corners.
And you can certainly watch it here with us on MIAALacrosse.com. Option A, all 3 games for $15. Literally, I've spent more on lunch. And you can get all 3 games, or you can watch one game for $10. And it's as simple as can be. But please, think about getting there. If you're anywhere near it, it's a special event to attend. If you've never been, you got to go.
So far, with seedings, there's only one team that knows where it's seeded so far, and that's Calvert Hall has won the number 1 seed. They will be playing in the semifinals. BL, St. Paul's, McDonough, they're all vying for the 2 seed. If BL wins this game, they would get the 2 seed. If they lose, the 2 seed more than likely would go to McDonough.
But there's a chance it could go to St. Paul's.
Outside chance, that is correct.
Zimnock now up top. Keegan Pearl back to Zimnock.
Boys Latin's playing a little zone here. They're tired of guys coming down the middle, getting open around the inside. And so I think they want to protect that at all costs. Here comes Posner. Look at this kid.
He moves well without the ball. DePietro. Now it's Zimnock. Gager. Posner feeling it. And they're going to call that good. And I believe it was. That's a heck of a shot. I want to see that replay. Goodness gracious.
Posner, phenomenal shot. He just uncorks one from that left wing. He really just overpowers Brando. Brando was on it. Posner's got a little stuff for the BL faithful over here after this goal. He reminds them to stop cheering.
That was a bullet. Back at the face-off dot. Here's footage of the fence that has been broken by the St. Paul students. And being good private school kids, they pull the fence back up and back away. Great ground ball pickup by Andrew Caples. He gets held a little bit. He comes up with the ball still. Now he hits a pinballing around. Giberson gets it to Brando. Brando with Grimes open. He's got Schilling underneath. Schilling, oh yeah, you like that, don't you? Yes, you like it a lot. That's transition lacrosse, ladies and gentlemen.
Quite honestly, Boys Latin finally picked up one of these 50-50 ground balls on the face-off. Really great pass. Grimes with some poise. Schilling with great poise also around the goal. Just a little nice fake and just throw it over Rhodes' shoulder. Great fake and
That's
finish.
How quickly your fortunes can change in a big rivalry game like this. St. Paul's has the ball. They're going up the field. Next thing you know, it's in the back of their own goal. Shern, Giberson, great ground ball scoop by Farrell. I've been impressed with him. You picked him in the open to talk about, and he is as advertised. 3:08 left, second quarter, brought to you by FCA Lacrosse. Go to FCALax.com. Woodward now, long stick in on the offensive end. Keegan Pearl turns the corner.
Bad matchup. Zimnock looks like, he looked like he had the alley there. Defensive midi Jake Schneider for Beal got to the spot and got him to turn away. St. Paul's wants to get their face-off pole, wingman off the field and bring Riley Gager in to fill out their first midfield.
Zimnock. Now it's Gager. Gager muscles in. Up top, Zimnock feeling it. Shot gathered well by Brando. Outlet pass. That is nothing. All he did was check. They call it a hold. Bob, are they slowing the game down?
Well, a check, when you check down on a guy's stick, it happens a lot. That momentum really caused him to flip over his stick. It's really a good check. It's called all the time that he called a hold or a push, but it happens a lot. It's a very hard call for any official to make.
Number 17, Andrew Milani, playing the right wing of the 2-3-1 offense right now. Poser goes down, picks low, and he gets called for a moving pick.
That's a penalty right there. He
He
should have dropped the ball, and he didn't. He just threw it. Even though he only threw it 5 or 10 yards, you got to drop the ball. Boys Latin will get a 30-second penalty. That's called a delay of game foul.
This man up brought to you by Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast. Be sure to pick up a Royal Farms reward card today and register your card to earn points for every dollar spent, including special offers. Details at all ROFO locations and at royalfarms.com. Bob, you're a Royal Farms loyalist. 30-second man up now for the Lake Show. 6-5 your score. Crusaders in the lead. Bob, if BL can score the next goal, they can tie it up.
No comment.
Brando up top. This is Greg I. Brando now all the way behind. Brendan Grimes doing a nice job trying to get open. Inside Kaplan, yes sir! And we are knotted up at sixes.
BL's last game, I criticized Luke Schilling for his no-look passes. You commented that it's on the catcher to respond to those no-look. This time, look at Kaplan's got to reach across his body, makes an excellent catch and finish in traffic from a beautiful no-look pass by Luke Schilling.
And the way the pass was thrown and caught, it allows him to cradle it into a shooting position, because you want to cradle it to feel it. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But when you catch that ball, you want to cradle it, feel it, before you release it. Let's take a look at some of the rankings brought to you by Durham Capital.
I'm sure one team that's moving up the ranks is Severna Park High School.
Yeah, Severna
who's
Park
undefeated, 17-0. There they are sitting at 4. Calvert Hall has beaten Boys Latin and McDonough. BL got upset the other day by Gilman. So right now those rankings are likely to change at the beginning of next week.
Yep.
We'll see. There's some big games today. It's a rivalry day. McDonough's playing Gilman. Loyola's playing Calvert Hall. St. Mary's is playing St. Joe, and Spalding's playing Severn. So it's the traditional end-of-the-year matchups. A lot of these rankings will change, as will the seedings for the MIAA tournament.
The seedings are, it's Camp Run-A-Muck.
It's camp. We made a slight mistake earlier. If BL wins this game, they would be 2. If they lose this game, McDonough would be 3. Even if they would be 2. Even if they lose today. No, actually, if they lost today,
St. Paul's gets 2.
Head-to-head-to-head is how it gets. Head-to-head-to-head is how you establish a tiebreaker. McDonough beat St. Paul's, BL beat McDonough, and then if St. Paul's wins today, they would beat BL. So what you do is, how have you done with the teams above you? And in that way,
they all lost to Calvert Hall.
They all lost to Calvert Hall, but St. Paul's win over BL today could elevate them if McDonough loses to Gilman. Could elevate them to 2. They got an outside chance at 2.
I think you need to know how to work an abacus to be able to prognosticate the playoffs.
It can be complicated. The only thing it looks like for sure is that Loyola is going to be 5, and St. Mary's or Gilman's going to be 6.
And Calvert Hall will be 1. A well-deserved 1. They ran the table so far. They're playing Loyola as we speak. Clock now below the 1-minute mark here in the second quarter, brought to you by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Go to FCALax.com. The
disparity in the Faceoff X is absolutely abysmal if you're a BL fan.
I didn't see it coming.
No, we didn't see it coming. Last year in this game, Boys Latin scored 16 goals essentially because they had the ball the whole game. Boys Latin is very fortunate to be in this game at all.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Keegan Pearl. Pearl rolls back for his right.
Looking for Posner for sure.
Mayer back to Pearl.
Still looking for him.
Kyle DePietro. Swim move, feeling it. Shot. What a save by Brando. And that'll do it for the half. And we're right back where we started.
0-0 or 6-6?
6-6. All tied up. There's no winner yet. It's halftime, the Durham Capital halftime coming up. Absolutely fantastic day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please note that the restrooms are located by the parking lot of the East End.
The 2017 Under Armour Underclass Tryout and Tournament are the standard of the sport. Measure yourself against the top competition in your region as college coaches from every level flock to the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive to miss out on this opportunity. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com for more information and to register now.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is the premier sports marketing operation in the Mid-Atlantic region. From the 25,000 folks who annually take part in the Baltimore Running Festival to the multitude of lacrosse and field hockey showcases, CSE takes your event from conception to fruition. Corrigan Sports is headquartered in Elk Ridge, Maryland, and our 29 full-time employees all have areas of specialization, yet each is committed to being on site for your events. Our Baltimore and Oakland running festivals were recently selected as 2 of just 16 total events to be a part of the USA Today Active Alliance, who acknowledges endurance festivals that meet or exceed USA Today standards for customer service, organizational excellence, and overall runner experience. Corrigan Sports was the inventor of the Under Armour All-American Games, which after more than a decade has become the yardstick by which all high school athletes measure their achievement. As a partner with the IWLCA and NFHCA, Corrigan Sports has fostered a relationship that provides a stable platform for thousands of field hockey and girls lacrosse players and hundreds of NCAA coaches to evaluate potential recruits. The IWLCA and NFHCA tournaments are among the most successful and best organized of any youth sports. CSE TV is the newest branch of Corrigan Sports, led by a creative team with years of experience. It affords CSE a quick in-house turnaround so you can get your video in front of your people in time for it to make a difference. Corrigan Sports Enterprises partners with the very best media outlets to promote and broadcast our events. Corrigan Sports does everything from publicity and marketing, registration, course and field setup and breakdown, and all safety concerns. We are hands-on, and we have our boots on the ground. Corrigan Sports Enterprises, bringing your dreams to life.
I'm Ryan Powell.
I'm Brett Hughes.
I'm Zach Greer.
I'm Brian Silcott. We're the Stripes.
I'm Megan Price.
I'm Anthony Kelly.
Griffin Halliday. Logan Halliday. And we grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
We grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
And I grow the game.
And I grow the game, baby.
And I grow the game. And I grow.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at DII-INS.com. The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return in Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today.
It's been 3 years since the first Courage game, a one-of-a-kind sporting event celebrating equality and inclusion for all people. So much has changed since that time, yet the mission of the game has stayed the same. The next Courage game will take place in Providence, Rhode Island on May 28th following the NCAA Division I Women's Championship game. Braden Lang, whose story was originally showcased in the ESPN SportsCenter featured piece, will be there to play fast with purpose. Will you?
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises. If you can dream it, we'll make it happen.
And just like the rug ties the room together, the Durham Capital halftime highlights tie the game together. Booker Corrigan, Bob Shriver. Coach Shrives, tale of two quarters there.
A little bit. St. Paul's runs out. We're going to see this. They get out 3-0 pretty quickly, actually. They won 5 of the first 6 faceoffs. Boys Latin kept turning the ball over at their end. St. Paul's down at this end. It's a little bit of a tough break for BL there. Posner breaks open after one of their players was in the crease. It should have been called. It wasn't. Posner gets open on the crease for one of his 3 goals this half. We come right back. I think this next one is Boys Latin defenseman Blake Gable got hung up on that back Y of the net, tripped. Here's Pearl. makes a good move, ran around for the second goal, and here he's dodging. Somebody slides right to his eye, but nobody recovers in on the crease. Cabral's wide open for their third goal. Boys Island finally wins a face-off. Eye turns this into a fast break, running right down the middle. No St. Paul slide. Throws the ball right over Rhodes' head. We come back. Here's Kobe Russell. Little shake and bake. He gets inside the 5 yards. No slide again by St. Paul's, and he throws it through the 5-hole. And here's I think a phenomenal play by Eye. Just speed dodge. He gives Rhodes a little bit of his head fake. Drops his head. Rhodes goes down. St. Paul's comes right back. 2 goals. Zimnock avoids the over-the-head check. Falling to the ground. Makes a beautiful shot off goaltender's hip. Here's Miaa. He's going to find, guess who, on the inside, Posner with a great cut. We've seen him do it a bunch. Here's Matt Brando from the rear end, finds Basil Aburn, who elevates that shot from the bottom floor to the penthouse for a nice goal, make it 5-4. St. Paul's right back at it. Watch this shot by Posner. He just plants his feet. BL's playing a zone there. They're hoping Chris Brando will make that save. Beautiful fast break here by BL. Great finish by Luke Schilling to make it 6-5. And then right before the half, Boys Island's on the extra man. Look at this catch inside by Connor Kaplan.
And
no look feed by Schilling. And I give Kaplan a lot of credit. That's his first time on the field, and he's asked to go on the field cold, hadn't touched the ball. That was 20 seconds left in the half. Goes on a feed, handles a tough pass, and buries a shot.
Reminding everybody to go to www.miaalacrosse.com. Buy your tickets. Come to that event. Semifinals on May 22nd. Championships on May 25th. It's going to be unbelievable. And, of course, if you're going to stay home and watch, it's a very easy process to get one game for $10 or all 3 games. The A Conference semis and then the A Conference championship for $15. Might be the best spent $15 you'll ever have. And we're going to step away. We'll be back with the second half.
I got the magic in me. Let's go. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Norman with a great poise. He has the
magic in me.
Gary Gaines behind.
The 2017 Under Armour Underclass Triathlon Tournament are the standard of the sport. Measure yourself against the top competition in your region as college coaches from every level flock to the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive to miss out on this opportunity. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com for more information and to register now. At Kelly, we provide integrated.
And here we are for the opening face-off of the third quarter. Want to give a huge shout-out to our Invicta Film crew, our producers and cameramen doing an unbelievable job throughout the regular season. Thank you so much to them. And also, Bob, I'm seeing a lot of service uniforms. I just saw a guy from the Army walk by. I saw a guy who's in the Navy walk by. I mean, this is an event. As Woodward picks up and starts the opening of the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Diversified Insurance Industries, DII-INS.com. Crusader Possession.
Well,
Brendan Shern's doing some work, buddy.
That's something we've been watching ad nauseum in a sense. Not ad nauseum for SP, but they've just dominated the face-offs. And the only reason this game is remotely close is because Chris Brando in the BL goal has probably made about 8 or 9 saves and absolutely kept them in the game, because time of possessions, face-offs, that stuff is so demoralizing if you're wearing the maroon, and they got to give their goaltender right now a lot of credit for standing, not necessarily on his head, but he's really doing a wonderful job keeping them within striking distance.
Gager. Hey, Zimnock unable to corral it, saves it. That ball did not go out, but of course. And now Brandau's going to have to dodge Posner. And he gets it swiftly to number 18, box. And Reagan McNamara strides it over. Brando collects. Now it's in the cross of Greg I.
BL cleared effectively away from this substitution box.
Oh, inside finish. Your man, Reagan McNamara.
Talked about Reagan earlier, and
Yes,
we've watched
you
this
did.
a couple times this year. Reagan keeps coming after he clears the ball, plants himself on the crease. St. Paul's isn't paying any attention to him. She only throws him the ball. Look at this. Nobody's paying any attention to him. Look at this. Takes his time, poise. He's got time, room and time to shoot and score.
That's a great play, great action. The only one I feel bad for is Alex Rowe.
Yeah,
'Cause he's got to be like, dudes.
He's got to be like wondering, hey, you guys.
Hey,
the
dudes.
guy on the crease is the most dangerous guy, especially when the ball's behind the goal.
Caples comes up with the loose ball. Has it checked away. And this is a rivalry game. There's all kinds of things that happen today that don't normally happen a lot. Lakers now put it in center. This is Grimes. Comes out, shooting, shot, goal. The freshman, Brendan Grimes. Mitzi Huggins, come on down.
Well, the one thing BL has stayed true to in this game, when they get the ball on offense, they're not intent on slowing it down. They're just going hard, picked up that ball, threw it, pass, threw it to Grimes. You know, guys got lost in that wash a little bit. Grimes shoots a really nice low and away shot. If you've watched this game and you looked at the scoreboard right now, you'd be in shock.
Lakers now with their biggest lead of the day.
Their only lead of the day, I might
Well, they were up
add.
7-6.
Well, yes, that's true.
The Roanoke in me has to come out every now and then. Nick Happy comes out to pursue it, but it's going to be Lake Show ball.
That was interesting right there. There was no possession, I don't think. And St. Paul's came out of the box. Fortunately, Boys Latin was able to check the ball out of bounds because the referee hadn't singled possession yet. And that guy was out of the box a little early.
Kobe Russell, shake and bake. Oh, what a save by Rhodes. Happy with the rebound. Now it's Whiteford. Whiteford up to Jennings. Schweitzer, I love the way he plays. Now he's got Ubriaco on him. And there's speed all over that matchup. Well, slide dodge by Schweitzer. He gets razored with the double team on the end line. And the loose ball hold, it's going to be St. Paul ball. Bob, where was the hold there? Tell us where the hold was.
I'm not sure. I've got to be real careful. I've been very critical of the officials over my career, but there's been a couple interesting ones in this one so far.
I mean, I didn't see a hold there.
Well, they were just both fighting for the ball, and number 6 checked. You know, where was the hold? He went underneath the guy that was coming to try to get the ball. But that's okay.
The brawl behind. This is Pearl. Tight on the crease now.
Posner, look at him. He was open.
Bartholomew, shot goal, inside tight, making things happen. And the hold call set up St. Paul's offense.
Well,
Here's the replay.
They were able to keep the ball. Everybody's so cognizant of Posner cutting in on the crease there. Everybody's watching him, so they sometimes forget the other guy. Great play by Pearl. Really nice finish by Bartholomew. With his left hand, he's a righty.
Another face-off win.
Well, if you looked at that, the ball was stuck on the back of his stick. The referee's about to blow his whistle, and he doesn't. Honestly, the rules are very succinct. If it's stuck on your stick for any time, you blow the whistle. Absolutely.
Why should it have been a whistle?
Because the ball was stuck in the back of his stick.
On the St. Paul's kid.
Exactly.
On Shern.
No questions asked. And he was about to blow it. He elected not to, and quite honestly...
Why would he elect not to?
I have no idea. You'll have to ask him after the game.
Who are the referees for today's game?
They're usually your guys.
Stumpy Joe, Vic Savage, and Derek Smalls are your officials. Here's DePietro. Behind to Pearl.
Pearl's just a leaner. He loves to get right there on the corner and lean in. Pretty good at it.
Cabral's going to gather this. He's being pressured by Box. McKenny Box doing a nice job. Cabral wants to lean in. Now it's Mayer.
The famous John Blatchley. That's his nephew, McKenny Box.
Oh, I love it. Blatchley, who played his high school ball at Loyola Blakefield and his college ball at Townsend. DePietro gets knocked to his keister. Here's Cabral. Third quarter brought to you by Diversified Insurance Industries, DII-INS.com. They will custom craft a package for you, DII-INS.com.
I was going to say St. Paul's might get warned here in a second for a shot clock violation. That shot will alleviate it. They had the ball for about a minute there, minute and 30 seconds, hadn't really done much.
If they got late in the shot clock, the ref would just call a hold on VL or something and give them a new time. I'm turning your crank a little bit. Here's DePietro feeling it. And Brando gets a piece of that.
DePietro, big, strong kid running down those hash marks, just leaning in. He's not a terrific dodger, but he's a big, strong kid who gets to his spots just because of his strength.
As a broadcaster, I've heard you refer to the hash marks a lot. As a coach, did you refer to the hash marks as much? Okay.
All the time. You want to try to get inside them if you're coming from up on top of the goal, at the top of the box if you're an offensive player. And if you're a defensive player, you're trying your best to get them outside the box. BL switched to a zone here. I'm hoping that St. Paul's will, make a mistake, maybe force the ball to the inside, although ever-present Posner, the one guy you want to make sure you're watching if he's inside.
DePietro, Barthelme, intentional grounding on that one, and Brando comes away with it. And he's got bare elbows. Recent goal scorer Keegan McNamara. He's got Ubriaco open.
It's Reagan McNamara. That's okay.
What did I say, Keegan?
Yeah. And here's Ubriaco. I think they'll pay attention to Ubriaco this time. He's down there with his pole. BL's been on defense for about 2 or 3 minutes. Smart. Take your time. Get your middies on the field.
And we also have to give a huge thank you to the athletic department here at St. Paul's, including Paul Bernsdorf, doing an amazing job helping us get set up. Unbelievably accommodating. Game can be seen on LaxAllStars Facebook page after this. Brando, how do you like me now? To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a chump and wax a chump like a candle.
We've seen BL do this a bunch. They down pick on the wing here. You'll see number 17 comes down, sets a pick. 9 goes behind the pick, which gives Brando a chance to get his feet out in front of him. He gets right to the middle of the goal. This is a very, very tough place for anybody to be effective when you're standing in between the pipes.
Right. Glatz back in to face off against Schern.
Schern's got this ball where he wants it again.
And Barrel collects it. Now Schern with a fast break opportunity for the Crusaders. Hits the point man. Pearl coming from behind. Gathers it. Schern again. Shot just wide. Some intricate passing.
Schern is having himself just a wonderful lacrosse game. He has played unbelievably well. He's done everything right. He's gotten the ball behind him to his wings. He's picked it up himself. He just had a great fast break there. He's having one heck of a lacrosse game.
BL now ahead 9-7. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Brought to you by Diversified Insurance Industries, DII-INS.com. Proud to be a supporter of the game of the week. Keegan Pearl.
Posner's open again.
Inside feed.
Posner could cut either hand. It would. Oh, was that Posner or Milani?
That's Milani, 17.
Good. We saw him score a nice behind-the-back goal a couple games ago.
Gager.
They put Milani in. They've taken Miaa out. You know, Miaa's had big hamstring issues. I'm just going to guess that they have they've caused him to be taken out of this game, put in a fresh body with good legs. One thing we've clearly seen in this game, St. Paul's has probably played close to 30 kids, 25 guys, at least in this game. They've run 3 midfields. They've played 4 or 5 defensive midfielders, three close guys, 4 attackmen. So they played a boatload of guys. And you add the wing guys on the face-off, Shern in there. And from a physical perspective, we'd like to think that St. Paul's would be feeling pretty good. Look at this. It's amazing.
Posner.
It's amazing.
He is elusive, to say the least. Another chance for him. And he's all over that like Chris Garnacki.
Watch and appreciate him cutting to the open space. BL loses him. And how do you lose that guy, quite honestly? He's demonstrated that he's capable and effective and very good.
And he is also the nephew of the great Bruce Posner. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Is Bruce here, do you suppose?
I'm sure he's here.
He's
the host of Terp Talk. Logan Posner will matriculate to Monmouth in a year's time. 9-8 your score. Greg I with possession. Brendan Shern presses out on him and then gets off the field. Jennings Schweitzer steps in.
You've used the word nifty before, but that was a nifty play by freshman Peyton Garberson there. Got the ball on his stick, knew where the pressure was coming from, knew where his man was outside that pressure, and just goosed the ball over his shoulder to I, who was standing wide open.
Where do you stand on goosing? Would you rather have the guy pick the ball up, or is goosing
okay? If you're in traffic and there's 2 guys bearing down on you, get the ball away from your body. Get it to somebody on the perimeter, especially in these face-off battles that persist in the middle of the field.
Kobe Russell against Bob Barrel. Rolls back. Caples now slides out. Greg I. Lakers still up 1 with 1:45 left in the quarter. Great skip pass, Schilling. Greg I, Basil Aburn working the 2-man game.
Schilling going to come down now. He's not going to come down and give I a pick.
Brando rolls. And he was in his own little self-made washing machine there as Woodward comes up with it, gets it to Hackney.
Heck of a ground ball over there by Woodward. Got it to his man. Nice play, BL. We've seen this a couple times for BL. They get a little gassed.
Jackson Woodward with the shot, backed up by Logan Posner.
Tough call. Tough call.
That could have been the goalie or the defenseman who was closer.
Yeah, you know, it's really hard to determine when the ball goes out and who's closest in those plays. St. Paul's just running to the end line. They earned that.
Zimnock, shot, goal. We are tied at 9.
St. Paul's goal by Logan Zimnock, unassisted.
Well, so far, the guys we talked about at the beginning of the game a little bit, Logan Zimnock won. He scored really 2 great goals by getting to the middle of the field right from this spot. Shot that ball near side, low. Brando, I don't think, ever got his feet underneath him to be able to attack that ball. Really nice play by Zimnock.
Face-off win for the Lakers. Giverson, and now it's Basil Aburn.
He's going to go to the goal, I would think. Short clock, 21 seconds. Somebody's got to go to the goal for Boys Latin.
Brando, who I believe is matriculating to Yale in a year's time.
He is. And how about that team?
Ooh, shot for the corner by I. And Whiteford gathers. Now it's Woodward. Mason Woodward, the sophomore, carries it over, and that will do it for the third quarter. And this is everything we hoped it would be. 9-9 here at St. Paul's.
How ironic. They played.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at DII-INS.com. At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
And there it is. 9-9. This is the 100th meeting. We finished the 99th. And it's 9-9 going.
Games.
Amazing.
Yeah. The more things change, the more they stay the same. We are right back to where we started, but a lot of action in between. Logan Posner fairly dominant in the first three quarters. He's
tough
a big game changer. Yeah.
He's a tough matchup. But the biggest matchup in this game has been absolutely at the Faceoff X.
Yep. Brendan Shern's done some work.
Brendan Shern's done some tremendous work. BL, as we have witnessed in two of their bigger games this year, the overtime win against McDonough, the overtime loss against Calvert Hall. They don't play quite as many people as St. Paul's has been playing, and we'll see here if that doesn't ultimately show its face here in the fourth quarter, with St. Paul's having a little bit more pizzazz just because they're a little bit more rested.
Fatigue could very well be an issue, as the BL student section has now moved down behind the BL bench.
And ironically, they have taken out Shern. He must be exhausted from having just a great game. And here's this freshman, Giberson, who just won a big face-off against Barrel, playing with a pole.
And the trail check works. That technically is still a shot, though.
It was.
Yeah.
Nice play.
Ham Whiteford on Schilling. And Brando settles. Basil Aburn with some room. Aburn, shot, save, rope. Caples comes up with a loose ball. Goes to Road. They got a lot of ride coming at him right now. Whiteford rolls back, and Hapney's open, but now he's got the company of Basil Aburn. Moves it up the field quickly. Fourth quarter brought to you by Whole Foods Market.
St. Paul's Poles have done a really nice job off the ground today. Picked up some really good contested ground balls. Rolled away from pressure, thrown the ball to the appropriate guy, and then just cleared the ball effectively.
And we just had a miscommunication. Boys Latin attackman rode over, and nobody stayed back for him. I saw they had two guys back.
I'm not sure what happened there. It must have been an illegal substitution. Yeah. St. Paul's is a little upset, however. They had possession of the ball. The referee, inadvertent whistle. Bad break for St. Paul's, but they are extra.
They are the man up brought to you by Royal Farms. Get your rewards card and load it up. 30-second man up here for St. Paul's.
If I'm Boys Latin, there's one guy I'm finding.
Yeah. I think his name's Logan Posner.
I think you know who it is.
As they try to dump it into him, ball goes down to the ground. Great pickup by Ubriaco.
They got a fast break if they want it.
Ubriaco.
Should have thrown the ball to the point man. If you're not going to hit the goal, throw the ball to the point man. 7 seconds on this extra man. St. Paul's isn't going to press out. They'll wait till wait till the penalty's up. BL will come in with their substitutions.
Greg I near side.
That time, St. Paul's made a mistake. They tried to force the ball into Posner. BL collapsed very nicely on him. Put the ball on the ground, and Nubriaco with a really terrific ground ball.
And we got to take a quick moment to mention the great Ned Webster, Ernie, listening, watching, out on the West Coast, head coach of the Cal Bears.
If I'm not mistaken, the Cal Bears are having some year in the club lacrosse.
Russell, that's a push. It's a nudge. It was a light nudge, but it was enough of a push to give him possession. You got to love the fact that Ernie's former Boys Latin Laker. Russell rolls back shot. This is Grimes against Caples. Lake Show fairly patient right now. I just got a text, former FUMA lacrosse great Doug Williams watching the broadcast out on the left coast.
Boys Latin's trying to set up a play. They're having trouble communicating from the sideline because of all the noise.
Yep.
Looks like they've settled in.
Each team with a full complement of timeouts. Grimes up top to Russell.
BL's going to get warned here. They're not attacking the goal. Shot clock's going to get on here in a second.
Refs aren't really looking at each other yet. That's usually a telltale sign. Schilling up top, Russell. Hitch move, shot, goal. Kobe Russell.
Really effective offense. It wasn't a whole lot going on there, but with some of the wing picks, they forced St. Paul's to slide a little bit. They moved the ball from the strong side of the field to the weak side. Russell, we've seen him shake a bake a little bit. 15's guilty of overplaying Russell to a side, his right side, that he doesn't want to get to. He wants to get back to the left.
And to Alex Rhodes' defense there, Kobe Russell released that from 7 yards in front of the goal. The football lines do help a lot, and you heard Coach Bob Schreiber talk about how he uses them in practice for offense and defense.
We're seeing the emergence of this freshman face-off guy for Boys Latin.
And we get a timeout.
Peyton Giberson, he's shown a lot of moxie, just a freshman. He's in this game replacing a stalwart for Boys Latin for years. Jake Glatson doing a great job.
10-9 Lakers.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today.
And lacrosse fans everywhere in the country will have access to the MIAA semifinals. Of course, if you're within driving distance of Hopkins, you got to go. I mean, it's an environment that reeks of lacrosse love. But if you can't make it there, option A, all 3 games for $15. Option B, watch one game for $10. With the value of $1 now, that's the best spent money you'll have all month. Oh, that'll drive a coach crazy.
Well, that's just a silly
Come out of a
play.
timeout.
Come out of a timeout, and he throws the ball away. Just really silly.
That's also a great, now, Bob, that's a great time to be a good teammate to the kid who threw it out of bounds because he didn't want to.
I'm sure he didn't want to, but...
Go put your arm around him as a teammate. As a coach, you want to put your arm around his neck. As a player, you just want to put your arm around and tell him, hey, I got your back.
St. Paul's did a nice job. They pressed out to the middle guy in the 3-man midfield, so he threw it over the middle guy. He didn't really have to do that. He could have run the ball down the side, given it to an attackman, or run the ball over there if somebody's getting shut off.
Zimnock now with Gager. Riley Gager. Little time, little room. Brando goes down. Caught a piece. Keegan Pearl, right-handed.
He's a leaner.
I like that expression. He does. He likes to power in, lean in.
Likes to power in, lean in.
Uses his weight.
Absolutely. Very effectively.
Much like I do when I'm leaning into a chicken wing.
Zimnock.
He is greased. He is well greased. Gets a step. Ubriaco behind him. What a save by Brando. Chris Brandow's played a great game.
Yes, he has.
And if you haven't signed up for the Under Armour underclass tryouts yet, go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com. I hope that the Baltimore team is lucky enough to get Chris Brando.
McNamara just made a really great play there. We've talked about this early in the game. The most effective place to clear against a team that's running offensive middies out is away from the box.
Side, yep.
They had a 3-on-2 there. BL was on side over here. Their midfields that were subbing in stayed on side. Reagan took the ball over the line and cleared it. An impressive play. Again, just a sophomore. We talked about him before the game. He makes a lot of heady decisions.
Here's Russell to I. Schilling, Grimes, over to Brando. And back up. Aburn wants it. Jennings Schweitzer stretching out on him. And here's Aburn. Lakers with a 1-goal lead.
The shake and Baker.
Russell. Grimes.
Big save.
Great save by Rhodes. Schweitzer with the rebound. Don't know if he's going to run out of angle or not. Now he's got Michael Ubriaco on the trail.
Great ground ball by Schweitzer. Great clear.
Matthew Mayer back in the game as Keegan Pearl settles it. And now it's Zimnock.
2 great saves in a row. One down at this end that St. Paul's attacking by Chris Brando, and then one down at that end by Alex Rode.
Fourth quarter brought to you by Whole Foods. Go to Whole Foods Market. Get everything you need. They're proud supporters of the game of the week.
St. Paul's, we're seeing them shorten their bench a little bit. This
Yes.
is the second straight shift where they've run their first midfield into the game, but they're well rested.
And we got a whistle. I didn't hear it, but BL's Blake Gable starts it. The defenseman. Nice handle by McKenny Box.
It's funny, the last BL possession, we watched the defenseman press out on somebody, on the BL guy. BL threw the ball away. That time Blake Gable actually just pressed out a little bit on that pass behind the goal. And he had to throw it around, Blake, and threw it, not close enough to St. Paul's attackman to catch the ball. He dove and tried to keep it in bounds, and it just slipped out of his grasp.
Greg I. Accelerate shot, save Road. Rebound. Happy pokes at it. Schilling pokes at it, misses it. It's going to be St. Paul's ball. That'll frustrate a coach all day long. I've seen a rich man beg. Seen a good man sin.
He's asking the referee, because it was a shot, do you get one chance at it? Well, he had a good chance at it. That's not BL's possession. That is clearly St. Paul's ball. Road, 2 big saves, last 2 possessions.
A little trouble in the middle of the field. Pass a little bit too early. And credit BL with putting up some resistance on the ride.
They need to go to the other side of the field. Kraus will be open here. Or Russell. Good clear.
Basil Aburn stays back on the far side. We're onsides.
Boys Latin midfield, they need to put some subs in their midfields. This midfield is absolutely exhausted. And if they lose the ball, St. Paul's will have a very clear fast break.
A 6-on-3. Kobe Russell creates a little bit of room before Capel slides out. Now it's Brando, guarded by Hapney. I've been impressed by Nick Hapney, older brother of Frankie Hapney.
Well, what I think the St. Paul's defenseman, Hapney, and his running mates have done a really good job of is picking the ball off the ground when it's been when that opportunity's been presented to him. BL's got the shot clock on.
Shot by Russell.
20 seconds
just
left.
High.
They need a shot on goal or in the goal to have the shot clock turned off.
Here's Brando. Rolls back. Ball goes down. Rode comes up with it.
Here, Rode will take this thing coast to coast. We've seen him do it before. Look, they're under him. Timeout, St. Paul's.
No, I think they got guys back. We'll see. We'll see. There it is. It's almost like you've coached this game before, Bob.
St. Paul's.
10-9 your score. We'll be back.
The Summer Rumble is headed back to Richmond June 10th and 11th and will feature top quality competition from the USA and Canada on River City Sportsplex 12 turf fields. Your high school and youth level teams will thrive in this year's championship tournament in front of college coaches from divisions 1, 2, and 3. Start your summer at the best run event with coolers on every bench, shade tent for every team, and an event that is fueled by Gatorade. Go to cselax.com for details and register now.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
The VarsitySportsNetwork.com rankings, Calvin Hall, BL McDonough. And there's your first public at number 4, Severna Park, 17-0. Coach David Earle's done an amazing job with them. St. Paul's, Loyola Dons, St. Mary's Gilman, Severn, and Westminster. I believe Westminster and Severna Park are on a collision course for one another. As we see a little spray paint on the hill, thank you, Coach Brock. Can't say enough good things about Rick Bricado, the head coach at St. Paul's, retiring at the end of this season, the all-time winningest coach in St. Paul's history.
BL's coming out in their zone. They want to make sure they're mucking it up inside or they don't give Posner a chance to uncork that cannon he had from that left wing. And correctly, Boys Latin puts Reagan McNamara over there on Posner's side.
Zimnock down to Pearl, back to Zimnock, Gager, Posner.
St. Paul's just shifting their bodies a little bit. They're moving the ball, rotating, trying to get BL zone defense out of shape. Good move.
Left-hander Jack Bricado, number 77.
Another timeout St. Paul's had in their pocket.
Yep.
Weren't too happy with what was going on offensively there.
So, Bob, your Boys Latin, you've coached that team. You stay in the zone this time?
The zone's been pretty effective. Posner got open in the third quarter to score, I think, St. Paul's 9th goal. But in the timeout, I'm sure that the Boys Latin coaching staff is saying, look, Posner's the one that's killed us in this game. Against the zone, he scored outside on that left wing, and he's also scored from the inside. At all costs, make sure you cover him, and then also don't let Zimnock dodge the zone. Zimnock's the one guy that can break the zone down by dodging into some steams and creating some offense.
And a lot of people like to use the cliche, you never dodge a zone. Is that a true statement?
It's a bad statement, quite honestly.
So.
Most zones, get broken down when somebody dodges into the seams. Two guys collapse, and now maybe they can keep running through the seams, or from there they start spinning the ball. Now you got a defense that's rotating, something that they're not comfortable doing. They're down a man essentially because two guys have picked up one. So dodging a zone is typically and very effectively a good way to get your offense started.
And we start back up as the clock winks below the 1 minute mark here in the fourth quarter, 10-9.
22.
Lakers in the lead, St. Paul's with the ball, but they need to get one. DePietro was open for a second inside, but it would have been a dicey feed. Now it's Pearl. DePietro low side. Posner shot over the cage. Great backup by the Crusaders, 39.1.
Boys, Latin, cover 22.
Roll off. Jack Mercado up top. Posner shot. Saved by Brando. We got to start thinking about who's going to be the Under Armour underclass player of the game, Bob. Here's Pearl. DePietro. Gager. Posner. Posner clearly with the hot hand. 20 seconds. Pearl. Little sidestep. Threatens the crease. Rolls back. Pass goes awry. Jack Mercado shot. Kicked out. And that's going to be white ball with 5.6 left. I would not call timeout because you don't want to. Oh, and they throw it away.
That'll be the game. It looks like BL's going to hang on. And they do.
And the Lake Show takes down the Crusaders. What an absolutely fantastic game. Bob, I think these two teams may see each other again. Depending on the seedings.
But I can tell you from Boys Lads' perspective, they secure the number 2 seed. They don't have to play another brutal game on Friday. And that is huge from their perspective. St. Paul's was looking like they were going to have to play Friday one way or the other. It was a tremendous lacrosse game. My goodness gracious, we saw just a lot of back and forth, guys just laying it out. I got to give for Boys Latin, honestly, you got to put Chris Brando. He made some sensational saves today. And freshman face-off guy, Peyton Giberson, he stemmed the tide a little bit at the face-off X, and he absolutely deserves recognition today.
He does. How about an offensive MVP for Boys Latin today?
Offensive MVP. Kobe Russell had some big goals today. Kobe Russell, some shake and bake goals.
How about Basil Aburn with some plays?
Basil Aburn with a couple nice goals. That's why I say the only thing that gave BL any chance at this game was that they didn't get dominated in the second half facing off. Peyton Giberson and Chris Brando are the guys, in my opinion, but you're the boss.
I'm hearing you say that, and we have it recorded too. Bob Shriver calling me the boss. We're going to go with your man, Chris Brando, and I'm going to pick Basil Aburn. I think he did some wing play. He helped Giberson. Those will be your two players of the game.
That's okay. You're going with an upperclassman over a freshman. Giberson will get plenty of chances. He just proved his mettle here today.
He did.
Big time.
With the help of Aburn on those wings.
And
Aburn did some of the little things well.
Very much so.
We'll be back with those interviews momentarily. Thank you so much to our tremendous crew. For Bob Shriver, I'm Booker Corrigan saying BL 10, St. Paul's 9.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and coaches. The Summer Rumble is headed back to Richmond June 10th and 11th and will feature top-quality competition from the USA and Canada on River City Sportsplex 12 turf fields. Your high school and youth level teams will thrive in this year's championship tournament in front of college coaches from Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Start your summer at the best run event with coolers on every bench, shade tent for every team, and an event that is fueled by Gatorade. Go to cselax.com for details and register now.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises. If you can dream it, we'll make it happen.
The Intercollegiate Men's Lacrosse Coaches Association will be presenting its first ever official recruiting event this summer. All the action takes place June 16th to the 18th at Lebanon Valley College, with hundreds of college coaches from all levels watching the teams, leading instructional sessions, and speaking at recruiting seminars. Go to IMLCANationalCup.com to learn more. The IMLCA National Cup, it's more than just a tournament.
I got the magic in me. Let's go. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Woman with a good Corrigan. Behind the back,
magic in me.
Gary Gaines behind. There is
The 2017 Under Armour Underclass Triathlon Tournament are the standard of the sport. Measure yourself against the top competition in your region as college coaches from every level flock to the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive to miss out on this opportunity. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com for more information and to register now. Diversified Insurance Industries, commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at DII-INS.com. At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today.
I'm Ryan Powell.
I'm Brett Hughes.
I'm Zach Greer.
I'm Brian Silka. We're the Stripes.
I'm Megan Price.
I'm Anthony Kelly.
Griffin Halliday. Logan Halliday. And we grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
We grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
And I grow the game.
And I grow the game, baby.
And I grow the game.
And I grow.
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today. After a great first year in Philly, the NCAA Future Champions Lacrosse Tourney will be up in Foxborough in conjunction with the NCAA National Championship Weekend. Be on the field for pregame at Gillette Stadium. Put together a special squad just for this event, or bring your established boys or girls team to CSELax.com. Get 20 tickets per team plus parking passes. Go to CSELax.com to reserve your space.
Hey now, Booker Corrigan here with Chris Brando and Basil Aburn, the Under Armour Underclass players of the game. Basil, full field effort today. Impressed by it. How's it feel to beat St. Paul's on the 100th time they've met?
It feels awesome. Coach Farrell got us really prepared for the game. He really made us feel that we weren't just playing for ourselves today, but we were playing for everybody who's put on this uniform, and we really had to play our hardest because of it.
I love that. And the uniform throwback, correct?
Yeah, to the 1997 undefeated national championship team, because it's their 20th anniversary this year.
Oh, yeah, 2017. Yeah, it is. It's their 20th. Awesome. And Chris Brando, a lot of saves. Things got off to a bit of a hectic start there, yo.
Yeah, pretty back and forth start of the game. They got up on us fast. But
wait, back and forth is like one goal, one dead. It was 3-0, Ace.
Yeah, I mean, our defense did a really good job getting back up. We were really prepared, so we did a good job just settling down, getting adjusted to the pace of the game.
And you really did. Now, what did Coach Farrell say in the timeout? When they scored the third goal, he immediately called timeout. What did he say in the huddle?
Everybody just calm down, take a deep breath, don't be overwhelmed by this atmosphere. I mean, we're all going to play in big games, so why not have a big win now?
I love it. That's a great message. That's a nice message. Basil, you had a couple nice goals today. What's the trick to scoring on Alex Road?
I've actually been playing with him since as long as I can remember. He was always on my Litherville team. He's on my Crabs.
LTRC.
Yeah, LTRC.
How do you spell LTRC?
LTRC.
Okay.
And, he's on my Crabs team now, and I'm pretty good friends with him, so I've had a lot of practice on him. Go back and forth, but
fun?
Yeah, really fun. Great guy.
Fun as Saturday night?
Yeah.
What was Saturday night?
Nothing. Prepared for the skate.
Last Saturday.
Prom. Oh, yeah. We
prom?
Did
you go?
Prom. I did.
Did you have a date, or did you just go solo?
I did have a date.
Shout out?
Cho Sword, shout out. Name's Cho.
Her name is Cho?
Yep. Elizabeth, but she goes by Cho.
She goes by Cho?
Yep.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Is that weird? And I think it's weird. I don't know. Now, you're the youngest of the Brandows with, well, your brother, Matt, obviously, but then you got Timmy Brando, who's the greatest athlete maybe in the history of MIAA. How much did you learn from Timmy Brando?
I mean, he had a lot of practice shooting on me, so I need to accredit a lot of his success to shooting on me in the backyard.
Probably true. Yeah.
My 10-year-old goalie, oh yeah, absolutely.
No, wait a second. You were 10 years old or younger when he was leading the McDonough Eagles to the MIAA championships.
Yes,
they
sir.
went to, right?
Yes, sir. Had more.
How much did you learn watching those games?
I had more fun playing on snow mounds than his college game, so I didn't really pay attention. Not gonna lie.
Playing on snow mounds. Edis, did you play on any snow mounds?
I did not. I do not have as older siblings.
How well behaved were you on Saturday night at the prom?
I was the most well behaved.
Cho? Cho. I've never known anyone named Cho.
Yeah, I don't know a Cho.
And you're headed where? To Georgetown?
Yes, sir, Georgetown.
Do you know Coach Justin Ward at all?
Yes, really nice guy. Love Coach.
Super guy, right? Loves a white belt.
Absolutely, loves a white belt.
Did you notice that about him?
I've noticed his calves a lot more.
His calves?
He makes sure to let everybody know about his calves.
Really? And because I have such nicer calves than him, I would think that it would be, he would try and downplay it.
Of course.
I'm 51.
I mean,
he's like 25.
He always tells me to hit leg day more often, so I don't really know.
You do need to work on your calves. Basil, what? You need to work on your calves too. What's going on? I got better than both of you. You could add your calves together and you still wouldn't have my calves.
I don't know about that.
Are you kidding? Can you shoot the calves, please? I mean, it's nuts. That's why I love doing these. You never know where it's going to go. Brando, Aburn, the A's and B's, right? We got to get a C in here next time. Corrigan. Hey, go figure. We got it all done. I got to tell you one thing. Sign up for the Under Armour Underclass tryouts. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com. These guys both played a lot better than I did today.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and special.